What up, everybody? Hopefully, everyone's had a good weekend or whatever. So, Trip Dougie, I told you guys a couple stories of my parents and their run-ins with the cops and whatever. So now I'm gonna tell you a couple of run-ins I had with the cops or whatever. And I'm just gonna tell you a couple of stories, because I can't tell you everything. That would be a whole documentary. It would take hours to tell you all my run-ins. So, tell you a couple of incidents I had. So, this one particular day. It was back in 2010. It was summertime. I used to stay in Ontario. It's like, South Ontario. It's the street I used to live on was Palm and Nevada, between Nevada and Sunkist Street. So if you guys are familiar with the area, you know what's up. So I used to stay in these townhomes, whatever. So this day, and it was during tax season, so I wasn't really working, but I was still making money or whatever. I was just doing my thing on the side. And this particular day where they were we're kicking in front of the pad or whatever, and we're taking pictures or whatever. We have some homies there. They're on parole, whatever. So the Hudas keep passing by. They got their eye on us like if we were the last donut in sight, right? So anyway, they keep passing by, staring at us, and one of the homie who is no longer with us no more, rest in peace. He said, "Hey, let's go inside." So, anyways, we go inside or whatever, and plus I got stuff at the pad or whatever, and I had to get rid of some things. I stashed it on the backyard. I got scale, a fucking strap, dope and all that. So I had to go stash all that stuff. So, anyways, next thing you know, you hear a bang on the door, boom, 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 boom. So you know how they like to knock on the door. Honestly, my opinion, the reason why I think they do that is they're compensating for something. You can take it however you want, but that's just my opinion on it. So they bang on the doors. My lady, she opens the door. He and the Huda say we're looking for this person, whatever. He they were looking for him from Grove and Fourth or Sixth Street, some shit like that, which is it's about like 3 miles from my pad. So I don't know how he would end up at my pad or whatever. So, but anyways, they think he's in there or whatever, and my lady, she said, yeah, we don't have nothing to hide, whatever. They could come in and search the pad or whatever, which we shouldn't have done because they didn't have no warrants or nothing, but. They always have loopholes. The Hudas, they always got their loopholes, and they'll just say, "Oh, well, you got parole. He's here. We have the right to come in." So anyway, they go in the pad. They bring everybody out of the pad. My family's at the pad or whatever. So they take us all outside, and they sit us on the grass. And they already got the ghetto bird on top of us. They always like to over exaggerate everything, like if we're a bunch of hooligans or whatever. So anyway, they sit us all on the grass in the front of the pad, and and they search the pad. They don't find the persons that supposedly is there. They went in our pad or whatever. So anyway, they start running our names. Start talking to us or whatever, running our names, and they say, I had a warrant. Or this is a bullshit. That's warrant for I had a bullshit warrant for not paying some fines or some shit like that. So anyways, they bust me for that, and I guess I released later on throughout the night. I probably stayed in there a few hours. Then they bust my nephew. He was on parole. They get him for gang association or whatever. I think he ends up doing a year, like 10 months, some shit like that. So, anyways, they bust me and him, and the homie, they they didn't take him in, which would look funny to some people, but I know the way the Hudas are. They like to play their little games or whatever. They like to play these games and make people look like like if they're like trash, or like make you um make you like question that person. But it's just games, in my opinion. It's just games because I know this fool was good. He was good people or whatever. Even after that, he even did long stretches after that. There was a time he did 3 years, and another time he got busted for another case. He got another 4 years, and even the last time before he had passed away, he got 6 years. And people just do, the Hudas just like to play those little mind games or whatever. And I don't know why they even went there. Were watching us. Maybe somebody tipped them off because I know there was a one fool in the area. He was jealous of his hyena used to be there, and one of the homies that used to be there, like they used to bump heads because he was jealous. He thought the other homie was messing with his hyena or whatever. But that was just, I think it was just envious or something. But that's just that little story. Let me tell you another time. So I moved to Montclair, right? So this time I moved to Montclair, and my son had a best friend of his that he, from like the ages of 15 to 18, they always used to hang around each other. They always used to kick it with each other, and he didn't like hanging around his mom or whatever because I don't know. I guess she was on drugs or whatever. I don't know, but they wanted. They were just like best friends, right? So anyway, what happens is this fool gets in trouble later on in the years, like, and he wants to use, he ends up using our address or whatever, because he ends up getting on probation. So anyway, they use our address or whatever, and I kind of didn't want to let them, but I figured they would never go there. But anyways, they end up going there one time. I'm in the restroom. I'm taking care of some things, and then next thing you know, there goes that bang again. Boom, 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 boom. It's the Hudas. They're looking for something. So he never used to live there. He just used the address. So you know, they say, hey, we're looking for so and so. I say, oh, we haven't seen him in months. Whatever. My wife had opened answered the door or whatever. So she opened the door. They say he doesn't stay here. We haven't seen him in months. So anyways, I'm in the restroom at the time. And I could hear and I know it's a cop knocking or whatever. So next thing I'm trying to get rid of all this shit. I'm flushing shit down the toilet or whatever, trying to get rid of all the shit that I have in there. So then next thing you know, you hear them banging on the door, boom, 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 and then I'm like, hold on, I'll be out there right now, and they're all like, they just keep banging, they keep banging on the door, boom, 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 and I say, hold on, so I'm getting rid of all this shit, I'm flushing it, right? So what happens is, I end up getting out, and they tell because they're thinking I'm the fool they're looking for, the whatever they think I'm the fool they're looking for. So what happens is, hey, how come you didn't open the door when we tell you guys? Because I was taking a shit. I was taking a shit, and I can't reach the door. What do you want me to do? Come out with shit on my ass? And they say, hey, you don't have to be a smart ass or whatever. Or I said, well, I can't do it. I can't come to the door. My arm can't reach from where I was sitting. So, anyways, they go in the restroom and they say it doesn't smell like shit in here. Like, really, like I don't know who does that. Goes around other people's restrooms smelling people's shit, but whatever. So anyway, what happens next is they want to go talk to my wife outside. So they take her outside, go talk to her, or whatever. They couldn't get nobody for nothing. So what happens is this: they come back in and they say, "Hey, we're gonna have to take your for you taking so long to answer the door. We're gonna have to take your wife because she has a warrant. She had a warrant for DUI or whatever. So they took her out of spite because they couldn't they didn't accomplish what they were there for. So they bust my wife, which she ended up getting out a few hours. They side released her, and she ended up getting out like later on during the night. But they say that they know I was doing something else in there, but they took her for that for me taking too long to answer the door. So yeah, those are a couple of stories I thought I would tell you guys. To the next one, I'm out.